Alright guys, I am really late to the party, the Mario party, but today we're taking a look at the Nintendo Switch in 2021. I wanted to make a video originally why you shouldn't buy the Switch in 2021 because of some news about a Switch Pro that's 4K coming out later this year. But when I heard about the Mario themed Nintendo Switch, I just love the red and blue aesthetic and I had to pick it up. I didn't want the Nintendo Switch at all until Super Mario 3D All-Stars came out. And then once I heard that this game was gonna come out, I got all excited. The inner 1990s baby in me got all this nostalgia running through my veins, pumping through my blood, and I was dying to play some Super Mario 64. I'm gonna show you guys why you guys should buy the system in 2021, and I'm also gonna show you why the Nintendo Switch is probably the best gaming console of this next generation, in my opinion. But with that being said, guys, let's just get right into the unboxing. There we go. You got your tablet and your two Joy-Cons as soon as you open the box. I love the presentation. As soon as you open it up, you can see exactly what you bought. It really gets you excited to play with it. You get the screen itself, the right Joy-Con, and the left Joy-Con. Now I've unboxed this obviously before because I've been playing it for the past few days, but I really haven't been inside the box at all to see what it comes with. But it does look like it comes with a case for your Switch, so that way you can take it with you every single time you travel. Looks like it's a very good case. It's got a spot inside for game cartridges, maybe a cord or two. Red and blue Mario themed. You got the Mario's gloves, you got his face and mustache, his pants, and yeah, red and blue themed on the front and the back. This is the Nintendo Switch screen protector. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this. I don't know. You guys are probably gonna get mad at me if I don't use the screen protector. To be honest, I don't really think I need it. I never drop my stuff though. Okay, so what else do we got? Joy-Con hand grip controller, so that way you can slide your Joy-Cons in the middle. We're gonna use the kickstand to pop the Nintendo Switch up, and we're going to actually push the Joy-Cons into this little controller, and now we pretty much have a Nintendo GameCube emulated controller. This thing allows you to play wherever you want. You don't have to have the Joy-Cons connected. Obviously, I'm really late. You guys probably already know more about this system than I do. I'm really excited to get my hands on it for the first time, guys. I've never even tried this yet, so I'm excited to see how it feels while trying it. But I've been really loving this thing over the past few days. Okay, so comes with one AV power outlet box that's connected to a USB Type-C directly for the Nintendo Switch at all times. The adapter box, so that way you can dock it and put it directly on your big screen TV in your living room, which is amazing. I haven't even done that yet, guys. I'm so excited to be able to do that. You got Joy-Con connectors, one for each of your Joy-Cons, so that way you can put straps around it and basically turn it into a Wii remote like it used to be. I mean, actually, I think this is for the people who want to play split screen games. You can play with a buddy, and this will turn your controller into the buttons on the front and the back. You can turn it into two players, and it also comes with one HDMI cord, so that way you can dock your Switch to your TV. I'm just so excited about getting my hands on the Nintendo Switch for the first time. I never even used the Switch up until this week, so I wasn't honestly on the hype train until a few days ago. So on the front of the controller, you got two different Joy-Cons with two different joysticks, and they're really responsive each side. They got a D-pad down here that's not really a very good D-pad, and they have the D-pad up here as well. They have a plus and a minus button and a home button and wherever this thingy is down here. Power button, volume rockers, the game slot, and the 3.5 adapter, and the speakers are pretty good on this thing. And it does charge by the USB Type-C. And I'm really excited to show you guys my favorite new game, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Slide it into the top, push down, lock it in, and you're ready to start. But yeah, this is awesome, guys. I love playing this game. You guys played Nintendo 64. This game was so fun. This is my favorite game, one of my first games ever.
Mario.
It's me, Mario.
Hello.
Hello. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Not only do you get to use the Joy-Cons and take them off. But to play Super Mario Galaxy, they allow you to shake your Joy-Cons in the game and use them as like a pointer screen to catch star bits in Super Mario Galaxy. I think it's really crazy. I think it's really cool. Maybe I've been spoiled because of the Oculus Quest and how they have two separate controllers and I can move my hands and do whatever I want with them. But I actually love the fact that Nintendo implemented a two-controller system. It's not one single stuck controller. I love that. I love the fact that I can move my hands. You know, when we were younger and we used to play video games and we used to be like we turn our bodies? You literally get to do that pretty much with using something like this. I love putting motion into the game however you can to put yourself in the game however you can. So that's just another big benefit of Joy-Cons, being able to remove them. I like to be able to move my hands around. I don't know. Oh, you listen to that sound when you just put the Joy-Cons back in. Oh, that's just so satisfying. The way you charge the Joy-Cons is every single time that you plug in the Joy-Cons into the screen, it will charge. I think this has around 6 to 8 hours of battery life. Before they came out with the Mario red color, I wasn't really feeling the Nintendo Switch on any of the other color schemes. I really liked the all red and black aesthetic on this thing. Some bad news I have about using the Nintendo Switch is if you do need to return it for any reason, if you have any amount of saved data in your games, all your game data will be erased because the game data is not saved to the game, it's directly saved to the Switch itself. So as you can see, I currently have 43 stars, and if I wanted to get to all the way to 120 stars in the game, then I would have to start from scratch. And to be honest, I spent maybe an extra $100 on this Switch because it was the Mario theme, because it's apparently sold out all on Amazon. I did not want to spend the extra $100 for the red and black theme, but I just love this. And I haven't even talked about the docking experience. Once you guys connect this to your TVs, you guys are gonna be able to pretty much get a Nintendo GameCube, a Nintendo 64, a Wii, and pretty much any other emulated console that you want on here, because if you decided to run Windows or Linux or some type of other operating system, maybe Android on here, you'd be able to directly connect with your Steam library and play every single game you have on Steam on your Nintendo Switch. All right, so now we got some Super Mario Galaxy loaded up, and I'm about to show you guys what I'm talking about when basically this thing is a Wii in itself. Like, it's got motion controls inside of it. I've never used the controller casing yet, so I'm excited to see how I enjoy that. It feels like a real controller. But I'm not gonna lie, I really do like having them separated. I don't know what it is, I just really like the versatility and not having to keep my hands together, honestly. I like that my hands are separate. I can separate and keep my hands all the way over here and I can play. I don't have to keep my hands in the same position. I can lay however I want. That's another great thing about this system is anytime at night you wanna lay down and just play a game, it's pretty comfortable. The resting position is really nice. It never makes my neck really strain. I'm never in a lot of pain or discomfort. I think it's pretty comfortable playing on the Switch. Now, they've actually made a slight subtle difference between last year's Switch model and this year's Switch model. You'll be able to tell that the screen on the new model, especially the Mario model, the all red edition, is going to be a little brighter than the old model, and it's also going to be slightly more orange cast on the screen and less blue toned. So that's gonna give you more realistic color mapping. The last blue Switch apparently had a slight blue tone, but this new Switch doesn't have that problem. I'm pretty happy with the display. This is a 720p display. Honestly, I was gonna make my video about holding off to buy the Switch because I was gonna buy the Nintendo Switch 4K. But to be honest, I don't care if they make a Nintendo Switch Pro or not. Buy the system now. You're not even gonna need the 4K screen. This is honestly perfect enough. They don't even have games made in 4K yet for the Nintendo Switch. What's the point? Yeah, you're gonna be able to see a 720p game on a 4K screen. They might have some type of upscaling, but it's never gonna be a huge difference. And to be honest, I think the 720p is just perfectly fine as it is, especially for the older titles. The biggest way this shines, in my opinion, is using it as an emulator device. Obviously, Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario 64 was not initially played on a Nintendo Switch. It was played like 20 years ago on a plastic controller. Basically, the best way to get your use out of this system is turning this into an emulator. If you own any old ports, if you can load up your old ROMs, if you jailbreak this thing, the possibilities are endless. My only big gripe about the Nintendo Switch is for some reason Nintendo decided to leave out the Bluetooth in this thing, so that way you can't use any AirPods or anything like that. You're gonna have to use a 3.5mm jack, wired headphones, unless you get something like a wireless Bluetooth adapter and connect it directly from your Nintendo Switch. I haven't tried to use this yet, but the AirFly Pro is supposed to fix that. It's going to allow you to pretty much add Bluetooth to any non-Bluetooth device. pretty much allow you to add Bluetooth to planes, cars, Nintendo Switches, anything that basically doesn't have Bluetooth will allow you to use wireless headphones. We're gonna save that for a separate video. If you're interested, I'll have the link below, so that way if you wanna get wireless headphones, if you wanna use your AirPods, I'll have the option below. I don't know if I'm gonna be taking it back anymore because I already made like 47 stars in the other Mario game, and I don't really wanna restart all my progress. I already got 3 stars in this game. I already got a couple stars in the other games. Any games that you already have, you literally have to restart. So make sure you don't damage your Switch. Make sure you take good care of it. Use a travel case if you have to. We're not going to connect it to the TV. You guys basically know what happens when we connect it to the TV. Everything that you see on the screen just goes into a 55-inch model. I'm really excited to actually, once I connect this to my TV, I was waiting to connect this for the video so I can record it, but once I get it fully connected to my TV, this experience just went through the window, guys. I was going to say, don't buy the Switch in 2021. Now I'm saying, do buy the Switch in 2021.